As you can see, I am at over $15 million. Um, over $15 million. I let it sit overnight. I'm gonna continue to let it build even after I film this video, and then I will film another video tomorrow morning. But here we go. I'm gonna buy the windmills like I said I was going to in yesterday's video. Like I said, this is part 3. So here we go. And like I said, you have to get it to a point where you can actually adjust, because you have to turn it. I like to turn it to where the steps are straight. I know that's probably not how you do it, but I do it that way. And I try to get them as close together as possible because I'm putting up so much. But or so many. So I try to get them as close together as possible. There's one. Two. And I'm gonna move this over because I don't like them spaced apart, so I gotta go back. And the only way to do this is to sell one, so I can move it over. But I you know, especially when I'm putting up, 900 some odd windmills, I don't like them spaced apart. So that's just my personal uh, personal um, preference. Okay, now I go back to hit it, and then what I do is I turn it straight while I have it away from the other windmills, because it's a lot harder when you try to do it and they're together. Like I said, I have $15 million, so I'm going to try to put up as many as possible right now. But yeah. Hope everybody's day is going okay so far. Um, I know mine is. I get to hang out with my wife and stepdaughter, so I always have a good time when I'm hanging out with them. But I figure I'd take a break and work on my game a little bit. Like I said, if anybody knows of an easier way to do this, please let me know in the comments. Actually, let me set up my phone. because I keep forgetting to do that, because I can only read your guys' comments uh, on my phone. So, um, but I keep forgetting to do that when I set up the game, or when I start playing. I keep forgetting to set up the Twitch app to so that I can read your guys' comments. So, so yeah, I like I said, I like reading your guys' comments on my videos, but I keep forgetting to set that up right when I set up the game. So I apologize for anybody who couldn't see it. But yeah. But yeah, like I said, if anybody knows of an easier way, I just like doing it this way, because now when you set up the windmills, it's all free income. Like, it'll constantly build your money up. Even if you're playing the game, the windmills will continue to collect money for you. So it's basically like you never run out of money. You know what I mean? Never, never run out of money. What did I do here? Okay, there you go. And for some reason, like I said, when I start filming, it won't let me um, change the title of the video until after I film it. So the title you guys are seeing is not what the title of the video is going to be. But for some reason um, it won't let me change the title um, until after I film the video. Sorry, can't speak this morning. But yeah. So I just wanted to let you guys know that the title of the video you're seeing is not what the title is gonna be. And I just screwed it up, so I'm gonna go back and because I have OCD, so I'm very particular about how I set these up, and the spacing between them and stuff like that. But see it right here how it's not straight. I'm gonna try to make them as straight as I can. Well, the line, I'm gonna try to make the line as straight as I can. Um, because I don't like not having a straight line. So I don't like not having a straight line. So that's why I'm trying to fix it. Because I don't I'm very OCD, like I said, about how I set these up. But as I said, I do this and then I let my money build up. And then uh, as soon as I can't put any more, because it will tell you you can't put no more windmills. But I've done it around the whole map, so we still got a long way to go. But like I said, I would show you guys start to finish how I do this. That way, if anybody wants to copy it, they can. But I just figured I'd do a video on how to set up the game so that you make the maximum amount of money the fastest way possible. Well, at least the fastest way possible for me. Because what I used to do is I'd buy the equipment so I can mow the grass, and I turn the grass in for money, or not the grass, but I turn the grass into silage, and then I'd stay at the biogas plant for hours, dumping silage into the hoppers. And I figured out that that was a slow method on building your money, and then I figured out this method as far as putting, be able to put up windmills and make money. I found that this is the easiest way for me to build my money, because if you do it the way, like I said, way of the biogas plant, and people who really play this game will know what I'm talking about. But the biogas plant way takes longer to build your money, and it can get tedious and repetitive sometimes if you choose to go that route, and then that can make the game really boring. This way, if you set it up this way, you have basically free income and you don't have to do anything. It'll just build and build and build. Your money, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's all I can put up for now. So, let's see what we got here. I spent $8 million. And right now I'm at, let me see what I get. And if you notice, I slow time down so I can put those up, and then I speed the time up again so that I collect money faster once I put them up. So it's just a little tip there on how to do it. I slow it down to put the money, or to put the windmills up, and then once I have all the windmills up I can put up, I speed the time up again. So see how much money I'm getting per hour now that I put those up. I'm getting $52,000 an hour now that I put those windmills up. So tomorrow my money should be significantly higher than today. Today I started with 15 million. So uh, I should end up tomorrow somewhere around um, 50 million, or maybe a little bit less, maybe about $40 million. Um, and then I'll put more windmills up. So you guys will have to catch my video tomorrow because, like I said, my money should be significantly higher. Tomorrow, I'm not exactly sure where I'll be at after 24 hours, but like I said, I do this for about a week, um, week to 2 weeks it takes to set everything up on the farm on this map how I like I said, because I do it a certain way. So it usually takes about 2.5 weeks total to do everything. And this time, I'll show you guys. This time I'm gonna cut down the trees on the map because it's hard to get the vehicles out of here. I'll show you. But it's hard to get the vehicles out of here when you're um, pulling out of here because you only have that tiny space, and some of the vehicles are huge. And you got to make a wide turn, and sometimes between there and right here, the machinery can get stuck, and then you're not going to be able to get it out, and you're going to be forced to buy new machinery just because it's stuck and you can't move it. So the easiest way I found was to cut down the trees as much as you can. That is also time consuming because you have to chop down the trees, then chop up the branches, and in order to make them into mulch and take them to the wood chip plant, which I don't do that. I just use the tree saw and I cut them down, and then I just use the stump grinder to make them disappear. Because for me, that's a lot faster than trying to make them into mulch. It takes me longer because I don't really use that equipment. So it takes me longer to make it into mulch. So I just use the stump grinder and just chop up the branches that way. It's a lot easier for me. But there's like a couple places where you have to cut the trees down. Like I said, this area here, where you come out with the vehicles, and then I'll show you where else I need to cut them down at. Because, like I said, it just makes it easier to pull your vehicles in and out. But I'll show you guys where else I chop them down at. And I usually chop them down along here. I know I don't have to, but that hill, I usually chop them down so I have no trees in the way when I make the turn. This tree right here I chopped down. And these two trees right here I chopped down because it makes the pathway or driveway a little bit bigger to where you don't have to struggle with the machinery. So I usually chop those 2 trees down right there. This one right here I usually chop down. And then over here, like I said, it's just easier for me. And then I chop this tree down right here. And I'll explain why. Because once you start buying chickens, it's easier to gather the eggs because they lay them down just wherever. And sometimes like it's very difficult to see if there's any in that bush right there with the tree here. So I usually just take that tree out because you have a small enough vehicle to fit in the chicken pen. I use the stump grinder, the smallest stump grinder they have, and I get rid of that tree. But yeah, I mean, there's a few places where I chop them down at. But as we go along in the game, I will show you where you might have a difficult time. So, and where I usually chop them down at, so you won't. But like I said, nobody has to use my method of how I play the game. But I just figured it'd be a fun series to do and show you guys from start to finish until I'm done with the map and I'm satisfied with the way it looks. You know, you guys don't have to use the way I do it. I mean, you can do it your own way, of course, but I just thought it'd be a fun series to make from start to finish on how I set up the map. Because, but this will probably be the last time I do it, only because this takes a lot of time and a lot of effort to start, to start playing the game. For me, takes a lot of effort to set up and a lot of time. So a lot of time and effort to set up. So this will probably be the last time I do it as far as filming it. Because like I said, for me, it's a lot of effort. But at the same time, I enjoy doing this series because then you guys can see, how people play the game differently. I like doing it this way. For me, I found that's the easiest way, but like I said, everybody has their own method on how they play the game. But anyway, that's it for now. I will see you guys tomorrow morning, and we will buy some more windmills, and also I will see where my money's at. Because as you can see right now, I just hit over $1 million. So I think it'll be, if I had to guess, maybe around 30 or 40 million, maybe a little bit less, maybe 25 million. But we'll have to see tomorrow when I start filming again. So hope everybody enjoyed it. I enjoy filming this series for you, and everybody have a good day. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow.